All right, the Democratic National Convention is underway in Philadelphia, but not without controversy. Earlier, I talked to Herald Tribune political editor Zach Anderson in Studio B about the challenges this week. All right, Zach, the DNC opens, and the goal of any convention, it would seem, is to unite the party, but this doesn't seem to be happening. Bernie Sanders had a rally today in Philadelphia, and when he mentioned pivoting to Hillary Clinton, he was booed, and they started chanting Sanders, and what happens now?
Not a good start for Democrats. I think they were hoping with all the division in the Republican convention that they could come into Philadelphia and showcase this party unity, and they've gotten off to a really bad start here. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the head of the Democratic National Committee, was booed at the Florida delegation breakfast over these emails that were released that showed her, the DNC people, kind of bad-mouthing Sanders.
And she finally stepped down. In fact, she's not gaveling in, and she's not going to be any part of this, a real turn of events.
So how could you say there's party unity? I mean, it's really kind of amazing to have the head of the party apparatus stepping down at the beginning of a convention and being booed at, amongst other Democrats. So, it's interesting to see. I mean, the Sanders folks, you would think that, he endorsed Clinton. It seemed like the party was coming together. He told his supporters to vote for her. I'm told that he did that again today in a meeting with his delegates, and yet his supporters aren't necessarily going along with that.
And the protesters, it's going to be interesting to see if he can do anything about this. Now, Chris Cillizza of the Washington Post said that he started this political revolution and now he can't stop it. I mean, these supporters of his are really in his corner, and they don't want it to be over.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have complete control over this by any means. I mean, it's kind of beyond him at this point. It's sort of the progressive grassroots base of the party that is, kind of resisting anybody really telling them what to do, and they have a lot of questions about Clinton. Now they have probably even more questions about Trump and whether or not they're really going to not get behind her in the end. Most of these people are pretty liberal. They're pretty opposed to Trump.
Yeah.
But you never know. They could go for a third-party candidate or others.
The polls suggest the majority of Bernie supporters or Bernie Sanders supporters are still supporting Hillary Clinton. Zach, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.